Hey viewers, something I get asked occasionally from viewers is can they update a wheel from a 7-speed cassette to an 8, 9, or 10-speed cassette? And the answer I always have to give is maybe. It really depends on the wheel and the free hub that's on that wheel, whether they can update it or not. And I'm going to show you how to tell whether you can update your wheel from a 7-speed cassette to a cassette with a large number of cogs. First, you need to be sure that you actually have a cassette. If you're not sure whether you have a Freewheel or a cassette, click the link on the screen here. That'll take you to a video I have to tell the differences between a Freewheel and cassette. So assuming you actually have a cassette, we can go on from here. And I have two different wheels here. One that can be updated to a higher number of cogs and one that can't. And I'm going to show you the differences and explain what to look for. Okay, let me start off by showing you an example of a wheel that could be updated from a 7-speed cassette up to an 8, 9, or 10-speed cassette. Keep in mind that I'm talking about Shimano type cassettes, the Hyperglide type cassettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this cassette, and I already have the lock ring loosened here, so I'll just kind of unscrew that and pull this cassette off. And the reason I can install a cassette with more cogs on there is that this free hub here is actually longer. In fact, it's long enough that in order to fit the 7-speed cassette on there, I have to have a spacer. This spacer is about 4 to 5 millimeter wide. So if you pull your 7-speed cassette off and you find a 4 to 5 millimeter spacer under it, then there's a good shot that you can install a 8, 9, or 10-speed cassette onto that free hub. And then also, if I measure this free hub from the base there out to the rim there, it's about 35 millimeters. So that's another thing to look for. So if your free hub here is like right from that little base there up to the rim there is 35 millimeters, then you can probably install an 8, 9, or 10-speed cassette onto that free hub. So now here's an example of a wheel that could not be updated beyond 7 speed. So I'll remove the lock ring there. Again, I already have it loosened. As I remove the cassette, there's no spacer under it at all. So in order to use the 7-speed cassette, I did not need to use the spacer on there. And here's a closer look at that free hub here. Now if I measured from this little base down there up to the rim, it measures about 30 millimeters. So there's just not enough room on here to fit a cassette larger than 7 speed. So if you don't find that spacer there and it only measures about 30 millimeters long there, then you cannot update beyond a 7-speed cassette. So hopefully that clears up the question about how to tell whether you can update from a 7-speed up to an 8, 9, 10-speed cassette. Something that probably is going to come up, somebody might ask, can I replace the free hub with one that's longer? And the answer is not really. Because one, the wheel's probably not going to be wide enough to fit it, even if you could find a free hub to mesh up with the hub of the wheel, and then you have to worry about like spacing and dishing and all this stuff on there. It's probably not a real feasible option. But anyway, hopefully that answers the question. I hope you found this useful or interesting. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the big subscribe button so you can see new videos as they come out. I'm always coming out with new videos. I'm over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. And I have a webpage, rjthebikeguy.com. Go over there. I have my videos categorized. I have some forums where you can post stuff and ask questions. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.